Worked out even nicer than I thought. I live about 100 meters from an elementary school, and most days that's fine. Cute crossing guard, kids waving handmade signs on holidays, all that. The only thing that ever got under my skin was pickup time. Parents and grandparents parked wherever they felt like for those 10 minutes, and my driveway was apparently prime real estate. It had happened a dozen times before. I'd come home, find some minivan or sedan parked square in front of my driveway, tap the horn, roll down my window, and ask nice. Usually the person moved up a few feet, mouthed sorry, and that was that. I let it go every time. I even started leaving 10 extra minutes in my commute just in case. Then came a Tuesday in March I won't forget for a long time. I work as a nurse in the ER at St. Vincent's, and I just finished a 12-hour shift that included a guy who bit a resident and a woman who insisted her chest pain was gas for 4 hours before it wasn't. I was running on a granola bar and cold coffee, and all I wanted was my couch and my socks off. I turned onto my street at 3:12 p.m., right in the thick of pickup, and there it was, a silver Buick, parked dead center in front of my driveway, engine running, a man behind the wheel sipping a McDonald's coffee like he had nowhere else to be. I pulled up next to him and gave a light tap on my horn. He rolled his window down and gave me a little wave, the kind that says, "I see you, and I don't care." I said, "Hey, would you mind pulling up so I can get into my driveway?" Then I got the line I now hear in my sleep. "It's just 5 minutes. Gotta grab my granddaughter." I told him I heard that a lot, and it was never actually 5 minutes, and could he just pull forward 15 feet so I could get in? He shrugged and said something like, "I'll be gone before you even need it," then looked back down at his phone. Window still down, coffee still in the cup holder, car still not moving an inch. Something in me just switched off. 12 hours of bodily fluids and a guy biting a resident, and this man couldn't be bothered to move his car 15 feet so I could go inside and lie down. So I stopped arguing. I put my car in park, right there in the middle of the street, cut the engine and got out. I leaned against my hood and waited. Within maybe 90 seconds, a line of cars started backing up behind me. A mom in a minivan tapped her horn. I just shrugged at her through the windshield like, "Hey, not my fault. Guys parked in my driveway." More horns joined in behind her. It took about 4 minutes before the noise got loud enough that Officer Beltran, the traffic cop who ran the pickup line every school day, came jogging over from the crosswalk to see what was holding everything up. He came to my window, except I wasn't in it, so he found me standing by the hood with my arms crossed. He asked why I was stopped in the middle of the road. I kept my voice calm, almost bored, and said, "Oh, it's no big deal, officer. This guy right here is parked in front of my driveway. I just need him to move so I can pull in." I said it loud enough for the Buick to hear every word, and I said it in the most reasonable, unbothered tone I could manage, like I was commenting on the weather. Officer Beltran looked at the Buick, looked at my driveway, looked at the Buick again, and walked over to the driver's window. I couldn't hear everything, but I heard enough. "Sir, is this your vehicle? Are you aware you're blocking a private driveway?" The guy started in with his 5 minutes, gotta grab my granddaughter routine, except this time it wasn't landing on a worn-down nurse at the end of a double shift. It was landing on a cop who already had his ticket book out. Officer Beltran wrote him up right there on the hood of his own car. I watched him tear the ticket off the pad and hand it through the window while the guy's face went through about 4 different shades of red. Honestly, I would have been thrilled if he'd just moved his car those 15 feet. That's all I wanted. A ticket was so much better. The second Officer Beltran waved me forward, I started my engine, pulled into my driveway like nothing had happened, and watched in my mirror as the guy sat there with the ticket in his hand, still not moving, probably trying to figure out how 5 minutes turned into a fine. The cars behind him finally got to inch forward, and a couple of the moms gave me a little nod on their way past, like they'd been waiting years for someone to do exactly that. By the next afternoon, word had gotten around the pickup line. A grandmother I had never spoken to before rolled her window down as she passed my house and said, "You're the driveway lady, right? Don't worry, I already told my daughter-in-law not to park there anymore. Nobody has blocked my driveway since."